missed you guys. I couldn't wait to go live again. So this was the first opportunity I've had in a while, in over a week. And I'm not going to be chatting alone. I'm going to be joined by one of my friends, Julie, who is coming on now. I'm waiting for her to accept my invite or to request to join. Here we go. She's also a fellow consultant with Rodan Fields, and that is how we met. So I have to say, I am so thankful for all of the fantastic people I've met through this business. Hi, Julie. How are
I'm
you?
good. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's Friday. How
Thank
can we
God.
not be great?
Thank God.
Right? I know. So thanks for, this was a totally last minute thing. I just got back from Italy last night and I'm feeling awesome. I know the jet lag is easier coming home than it is going there with the time difference. So I'm like, I got so much sleep. My boy's like, Mom, you're wired. What's going on? I'm like, I slept. So I'm like, hey, Julie, you want to go live with me today and let's chat about the Rodan Fields business and what it's meant to us and being consultants so we can share with others. And you're like, sure, why not? So thank you. So I know a lot of my audience, the people who follow me know my story, and I like to invite other people to share theirs. And I love your story when I heard it. I know we just recently met, but if you want to start and just tell everybody who you are and how you found Rodan Fields and what you love about it, we'll start there.
Sure. So I'm actually going to start a little bit before my RNF because the background is kind of important. My name is Julie Anderson, by the way. I am originally from Michigan, but I have lived half of my 46 years in southeastern North Carolina, where it is raining and nasty today, but that's okay. It's not cold, so I'm happy. I started an IT consulting company. I have a degree in computer science and accounting, and I started an IT consulting company in 2003. And my husband and I still run that business. More him than me. I do the bookkeeping, and that's about it. One of my very best friends from Michigan, the amazing Jessica Babcock, who is going to check us out later because she was in the middle of something right now. She started doing Rodan Fields and started posting about it, and she was texting me about it and asking me about it. And I'm like, what is she doing? Is she crazy? Which I think a lot of us thought about the people that we end up joining in this business. She had just gotten her master's degree and was like working her dream job, and now all of a sudden she's selling skincare. I was confused. And I ignored her for a year. And then the year that I turned 40, my little boy, my son, who is now almost 8, was 18 months old. It was 2017. And we had family pictures done on a vacation. And I thought in my head, since I felt like I was about 25, that I probably looked that way too. And then we got the photos back and I was like, nah, I need some help. I'm going to call Jessica and see if this skincare stuff is legit. So I started with my first Redefine regimen and our AMP MD roller in September of 2017, and I sent her my results after the first 3 weeks. And she was actually at the time at RNF convention in Las Vegas, and she stopped what she was doing in the middle of a girls' pajama party and called me and was like, "Oh my God, you have to do this. Your results are amazing." And I was like, "Are they really that good?" When you look at your own face in the mirror though every day, it's hard to see the difference until you actually put that before and after next to each other. So I thought about it and thought about it and thought about it. And finally, my husband was like, just do it. You know, you want to do it, just do it. And I had all the same concerns that everybody else does. What are people going to think of me? People are going to think I'm crazy, blah, 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 blah. But the bottom line then is that I wanted to be able to afford my own skincare without feeling guilty about it, not going towards something for my family. And I had no idea what it was going to turn into. So flash forward a little bit. I went back to work when my son was 4 months old. So I'd already been working back to work when I started RNF. And my goal at the beginning, like I said, was just to cover my skincare. And then it sort of started to transform. It got very difficult for me to care that much about the world's IT problems when I was away from my son for 40 hours a week working. I just didn't have the passion for it anymore. And so I thought, what if I could turn this RNF thing into a way for me to be able to be home with my kiddo and not miss things? So in January of 2020, right before the world shut down, my mom, who was my best friend on the planet, took a fall and ended up being hospitalized in renal failure. Pretty much had no choice but to basically retire between taking my son to preschool, picking him up from preschool, caring for him and caring for my mom, getting her to dialysis 3 days a week. So I was sort of forced into retirement, and then COVID hit, of course. So we didn't see anybody or do anything other than that because I had to protect my mom. And my business flourished, and I was able to not have to worry about punching a clock at my old job. I was able to take care of my family, do all the things that I needed to do. And then at the end of 2020, I was able to bring my mom home to spend her last few months of life with us. And since then and now, I am able to do all the things that I wanted to do. I volunteer at my kid's school every week. I chauffeur he and his buddies around town. And it's really just been like a dream come true to be able to have that added income so that my family can have me there to coordinate all the things. And I'm kind of living my best life.
Oh, good. First of all, let me say I'm really sorry about your mom.
Thank you.
And I know firsthand how that feels, and having to be able to spend, have the flexibility to spend that time at the end is so important. So my heart goes out to you.
Thank you.
And I relate so much too to what you said was, in the beginning, all you wanted to do was pay for your own skincare, right? And same for me. Like, I was looking for a business opportunity to work around my family. I was a stay-at-home mom at the time. I mean, I came from corporate America, and I was an IT recruiter for 8 years. So we have that in common, which was so funny when I heard you had your own business.
Yep.
Then I went the pharmaceutical sales route, did well, and then I said, when I had my son, I just wanted to take a break from corporate America. But then I love to work. I love to help people. And when I found this business opportunity, I was so excited because I'm like, okay, let's see what can come of it. I needed the skincare too. I mean, it always starts with, let's see, I saw the results from everybody posting pictures also. And I actually joined as a consultant before I even tried a product. But I knew that these doctors had such a great reputation and knew so many people that had been using them and getting great results. I'm like, what's the worst that's going to happen? I get the best pricing. My cat, oh my goodness, my cat. If you hear him meowing, I am
I
sorry.
thought it
He
was
missed me.
mine because I have
That's
one that
my
does the same.
cat. And, if I didn't let him down in the basement, he was meowing up there. I'm like, all right, I'll let you down. I'm like, stop meowing. This is live TV, guys. Um, but
It's real life, Kim.
it's real life. This is what we do, which is fine. Who cares? It's fun. So yeah, so I agree with you, and my results were amazing as well. I was just so thankful I found a skincare brand that um, works, one, and makes it easy to follow, because I think prior to that, I was buying all sorts of products from different drugstore brands and didn't know what to use with what. Everything is numbered. All of our regimens are numbered, and then you can add serums. But I just feel like they make it so easy. We don't have to be a dermatologist ourselves. All the tools are there for us. And the other thing is the flexibility, which I know has helped you a lot. I love having a business that I can pretty much bring wherever I go. And that's the flexibility I like too. I mean, I just recently joined a local networking group, and I was sitting next to a gentleman, and that's the other thing. These products are not just for women. Like, I'm sure your family uses them. My whole family uses them, because we have a line for teens, and the education skincare is great. But the gentleman sitting next to me, we introduced ourselves. He asked me what I did, and when I told him that I'm a consultant with a dermatology skincare brand, he said, "Do you see this redness on my face? Can you help me with that? I think it's rosacea." And it's literally since situations like that I totally love. I can help somebody just being out and about. And we talked about the Soothe regimen, and he became a preferred customer last week and just started the product. So this is not something that is going to tie you down, which is one of the things that I love. And how do you work this around your day with all the stuff going on?
I mean, every day is a little bit different. I'm a planner. I'm a nerd. I'm an IT nerd and an accountant. So I'm a planner. I'm very structured and very organized. And so I plan my week out ahead of time. I sit down on Sunday and I plan out my week. Monday is my house day. I get up in the morning and I answer any messages if I have any from over the weekend or whatever. But Monday is my day to get my family in line. So it's laundry, it's meal planning, it's groceries, it's all the things to get everything done. And then Monday evening, evening, it's set in stone that my husband is bedtime guy with our son, and I sit at my desk from about 7:30 till usually about 8:30 or 9, and I send out messages or follow up with people, do the things that we do on Monday evenings. That's like my set office time. And then I honestly, a lot of what I get done is sitting in the car line at school
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I'm sitting there anyway. So why play a game on my phone when I could be making money instead? So it's like you said, being able to take it with you. All you need is a phone, really, to do this.
All you need is
And
a
I
phone. Yeah.
and I knew nothing about skincare. Nothing. Like you said you were trying over the counter products. I was using whatever bar of soap was in the shower and a $4 moisturizer from Trader Joe's.
Wow.
Like I knew nothing about it when I started. And then the other thing that I got super excited about is when we launched hair care, because as you can see, both Kim and I have crazy curls. And my hair, I have spent my entire adult life trying to find a routine that worked for my hair that didn't leave it like crunchy and you can't get your fingers through it. And we now finally have that. And that was like a huge breakthrough for me.
Yeah. Same here. And you know what, too? I'm like, wow, I pinch myself. I'm like, I represent a brand that I use and gives me the best skin and hair. And I don't have to buy from somebody else on Instagram that's promoting their products. Like I
Right.
can't believe that. I pinch myself. And my son has curls like me. He uses our hair care too. Like, again, this is not just for women. My husband uses our Soothe regimen for his skin because he had rosacea. So it's really a family business as well. And
Hmm.
being an entrepreneur, I think if you're the type of person, one of the things that I love is the more you put into this business, the more you get out of it. Like there's really no set ceiling. You do what you want with it. And, if you want to put more time in one month versus the other, you can do that. And so many people just work this around a full-time job. This does not have to replace a full-time job. People are like, I just want to make some extra money. A lot of people say, I just wanted to get a cleaning lady and make some extra money for that. For me too, it was I do want to make some extra money as a stay-at-home mom because I felt guilty, like if I want to get my nails done or my hair, because listen, I get gray, I'm due, and I'm gonna still go and get my hair done. I am not coloring it at home. So I said, what am I gonna do? What kind of business can I work from home? And this totally did that. It pays for my skincare. It pays for I could talk about Italy, what it paid for, but and again, this is our personal story. To see you can always check the Rodan Fields IDS for typical results too, but we have seen such success that we like to share this with other people as well. And then the other thing too is, having this team of people or this community of positive people, supportive people. Like you and I are not on the same teams whatsoever, but we became friends. And I think that's one of the things I love the most is the type of support you get from the entire community. It's just positive and empowering. And that's the other thing that I love to share with people. And I
That
can
was one of the parts, that was one of the parts that I didn't even anticipate. Like it wasn't even when people talked about it ahead of time when I joined, I was like, I'm good. Like I'm 41. I have friends. I'm good. And now when I think about it, we were at Summit in New York City in January of 2020. And I remember one of the speakers when we were there standing up and
I
saying,
was there.
if you,
I
yeah,
was there.
I didn't know you were there. I
I
was there
know. And I'm
too.
like, oh my God, you were there too. See, we didn't even know each other back then.
I
I
know.
was
It's crazy.
there. That was so much fun.
Remember when they asked us if we had to imagine our lives without all of the people in it that Rodan and Fields had brought into it?
Yeah.
Because I got chills. I like teared up when they said that and thought, oh my God, no, I can't. I mean, people like Lana and people like you and some of the other amazing people, women especially, that empower each other and lift each other up. And I think that that is one thing we have that sets us apart from other companies is there is no competition. You and I are not in competition with one another.
No.
If I meet somebody that says, "Oh, I've already talked to Kim Sarah about skincare," I'm gonna go, then keep talking to her because she knows what she's doing. Like that's part of it that I think is something that people don't realize you even need in your life is that lift up from like-minded people.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love to coach other people to do that too. And I always tell people that are on my team, like, whatever you want to get out of this, that's what you're going to do. That's, well,
Hmm.
let's talk, we'll come up with a plan. And for me too was initially, what can I make? How much money, extra money can I make staying at home? And it's just been just such a great change, opportunity. So, I tell people you never know until you jump in and try it. change is good. Sometimes it becomes that thing you didn't realize you needed, right? I think for me too, the community, I didn't realize how much I needed this community. But that's what I love to share. So yeah, I don't want to keep this too long. Is there anything you would say to people out there that might be hesitant, been thinking about it,
Just
or one of the things that surprised you the most?
just do it. That my only regret is that I didn't do it sooner.
Right. And you know what, too? If you're thinking about doing this and you're like, well, I've never tried the products and you really want to start with the products first, then do that. Try the products.
Mhm.
See what we're talking about. I mean, I'm 52 now. I started this business, it'll be 6 years in July. And again, my skin looks better now than it did back when I was in my 40s
I
because I
still
didn't
don't
know
believe
what
you're
I was.
I still don't believe you're 52. You're gonna have to show me your ID sometime.
Right? I don't have wrinkles and I don't get Botox. It's all skincare. It's just knowing what is right for your skin. And that's the other
Mhm.
thing we do as consultants is we work with people one-on-one. There's a solution tool these doctors developed on our websites that you take a quick quiz. Let's take the quiz and then we sit with our, customers and say, let's figure out what you should start with and what's going to get you the results you want. That's the part I love the most. I love doing face to face. If I can, I do a Zoom. Let's chat and let's just go over everything. Share my website, right? So, and that's what it's all about. Let me educate you. We educate people. That's why there's so many teachers in this business because
Mhm.
they're used to educating people anyway. We educate them on how to best take care of their skin and their hair. It's all about your scalp health, your skin health, and really, it's not about selling bottles of stuff. It's helping you with a solution to a problem that you have. And I think that's really what's so rewarding is when you get those messages from people saying, "Oh my God, my skin looks amazing. Thank you so much for your help." That's really what we aspire to, right?
Yep.
So, thank you. I think this was great. If any of you are out there are watching and want some more information, reach out to us. We'd be happy to share that with you. And we will be back again in another, I don't know. I love just popping on these lives. So check out the links in our bios, message us directly. And it's Friday. Have a wonderful rest of your
Woohoo.
day. Great, I know. Woohoo.
Woohoo.
And what?
I said woohoo. I'm excited
I
it's Friday.
know. I mean, for me, this is my job, so it's not like I have an actual work day. I have to work till 5, which is great. So, like for me, every day is a Friday. But for those of you that have those full-time jobs, woohoo! It's Friday. Yippee! So enjoy. Thank you so much, Julie. I look forward to chatting with you again. I hope you guys have a great weekend.
Sounds good,
All
Kim.
right.
Bye.